The term history elicits the idea of reading old textbooks to learn about past events. However, the study of history isn't just about memorizing dates. It's about contextualizing events to provide an understanding of the present day. This idea isn't applicable only to fields such as politics or economics. It can also extend to the study of the ecosystems around us. I'm Emily Longman, and I'm a PhD student at UC Davis's Bodega Marine Laboratory. I'm doing a historical ecology project where I'm using historical documents to study how mussel bed communities have changed in the past to have a better understanding of how they'll change in the future. This all started when I found a report from 1941 that was done by two undergraduate Berkeley students, Harvey Fisher and Milton Hildebrand. They surveyed many different habitats at Dillon Beach, a site in Northern California about an hour north of San Francisco. One of the habitats they studied was a mussel bed. Mussel beds are incredibly fascinating habitats since they create a complex three-dimensional structure that can house hundreds of different species. As part of their project, the students counted and identified every organism living within a specific section of the mussel bed. Using many detailed maps and pictures in the original student report, I was able to go back and find the same exact rock that the students studied. Based on the student report, I'm trying to understand how mussel bed communities have changed in the past 78 years in Northern California. So just like Milton and Harvey, I, along with many helpers, went out to the fields and resampled the same exact plot. We brought all of the mussels back to the lab and sorted all the little critters living within the mussel matrix. We ended up finding 100 different species living within our plots, from polychaete worms to tiny gastropods. To strengthen our findings, we replicated the process at 3 other plots to determine if the species composition is similar in nearby areas. In the end, it looks like the mussel bed communities in Northern California have been really stable. We haven't lost many species to climate change. There are a couple of species that may be shifting the range north in order to keep up with increasing temperatures. However, this has mostly caused changes in abundance rather than outright losses of species. Our spatial data shows that species diversity does not change much across plots within a mussel bed. This means that despite the fact that the 1941 study only had 1 plot, we can feel pretty confident in our findings. Overall, this is really exciting, since recent work studying mussel beds in Southern California found dire results with losses of many species. So it seems like communities in Northern California may fare better in terms of future climate change than those down south. The most surprising part of this project was that one of the students who did the original report is still alive and living in California. We were able to track Milton down and meet with him just a few weeks before his 101st birthday.
Analysis of size of Middleus at Station F. How fortunate that is preserved for science.